All right, we'll start with the person questions. Anyone can
It would have
start.
been bad.
That would have been bad. Kennedy has just been playing out of her mind. And I'm curious, we talked yesterday about the quickness of this turnaround. Tanisha spoke specifically about their need to defend Kennedy better. So when you come into a game like this, how prepared are you getting her for facing different defenses, a different look today?
She's always been facing different defenses and seeing different people guarding her, and then seeing other defenses doing things that you normally don't see at this level, with a lot of tilting and covering when she touched the ball. So we're prepared for whatever comes, and for Kennedy to allow the game to come to her and not kind of rush anything, make any quick decisions, just be smart.
There's this like resurfaced clip of Sue Bird talking about Kennedy being the best player in the 2020 class. I think she put $1 million on it.
Million.
Of course, it was like a joke, but when you think about Kennedy's ceiling, how close is she to even having reached it yet?
That's the one thing we don't place as ceilings. You just blow right on out of it. You just keep going, So desire every day to want to be better, every day. You want to be better. No matter what the day looked like, how great the day was, you still come out and want to be even better. Even if you play a heck of a game and everybody's cheering about the game or talking about how great you're playing, you still want more. You want to be better. That's how Kennedy Carter thinks. She wants to be better every single time she steps on the floor. So that's a huge positive for a young lady growing, getting that opportunity and taking full advantage of it.
That first step that she has, it's so quick. Have you seen that level of speed, like compared to other players? Have you seen that level of speed in the first step from a player?
I've played against quite a few quick steps before, but what you see in Kennedy is a very quick step, yet a controlled step. And she's very in control of her gears. And when you're in control of your gears and can lull a defense to sleep, you allow yourself to find those gaps and holes that she talks about, that she sees. She creates them by change of gears.
In the way that offensive identity at the start of the season, it was something that you knew was going to kind of come with time, but you wanted to be transitional defense into offense. Now, looking at the first half of the season, how would you now describe the offensive identity that your team has?
We're getting there. We're getting there, finally understanding what we have in that painted area of being able to dominate the paint with our bigs. We want to be inside out. That's who we are. We want to play inside out, dominate the paint, and then allow our perimeter players to go to work. And it's working for us so far. So it's a huge step for us to understand it and then implement it every single night we play.
How would you describe Camilla's progression? She had a kind of rough start to the season, not the injury, and then kind of felt like she's been a month behind because of that injury. How would you describe the progression?
Yeah, well, she hasn't played as many games as everybody else, So she's getting her feet underneath her. She's getting the understanding that everybody else has as a rookie. She's starting to understand the level of play down there and what it looks like, the physicality of it all, and how you got to finish around that rim. Camilla's going to be fine. I'm telling you, she will be known as one of the bigs to ever play this game. Simple.
With the way that Chennedy kind of pulls other defenders out of position, we saw you guys work on this in practice yesterday of when those defenders get out of position, she has that opportunity to kind of dump off to Kamilla and Angel.
Mm-hmm.
How do you maximize that connection with Kennedy and those bigs with Izzy, Angel?
That's just playing basketball. That's just creating and then finding what you create. And that's what she does. She gets her feet in the paint. And when she gets her feet in the paint, great things happen. And that's where we want her. That's where she's able to really cause problems, is getting her feet in the paint. And that's about finding what you see.
Proud of that you've seen this team do in the first half of the season.
Come together. And when you come together, you're finally getting where you need to be. And that's probably the most important thing. We're going to get better offensively. We're going to get better defensively. But bringing it together was the most important thing to see. That chemistry.
We'll go to Steven on Zoom. Steven, real quick.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing today?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you. I just have one quick question for you. Looking at your offensive rebounding, you all on a per game basis are the best in the league. But I was curious, how impactful do you feel that plays into you all being one of the best in transition defense on a per possession basis?
Well, it is helpful. It's very, very helpful. It's really what's really good is if we can get those offensive rebounds, and we're doing it, at a high rate, at a high level. which is big for us because the game is about possessions. And once we can get more possessions than everyone else and then have that opportunity to get back in transition and stop people from doing what they do best, their primary, getting out in transition and scoring, it helps us a lot. It helps us a lot to be able to get back.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the
Well,
question.
One with any.
All-Stars next week, Angel's gonna be there. Will there be anybody else represented in the skills challenge from the Sky?
I have no idea yet. No idea yet.
All right, thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
It gets bad out there. Be safe.